Joel and Kellen, what will be accomplished here today is no small feat. Your journey began way before you sent invitations or chose a venue or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. Your journey began the moment you first met. You took time to learn what makes the other person smile and what makes them laugh and how to best support them when life is less than simple. Kellen, you even showed great support when you found out Joel was training squirrels in a park in Boston. You've welcomed each other's families, communities, and lifelong friends and joined them together with warmth, enthusiasm, and love. Today, we celebrate your love with a ceremony. Marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, generation, society, and throughout human history. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded with a special status. We share it with others and make a commitment before Jesus. And why do we do that? I think it's despite all of our differences, love is one thing that we all share. It's the great unifier among people. No matter who we are, where we've come from, we all know this one thing, that love is beautiful. And that's why you both are standing here. That's why all these people are here with you. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and it's in this moment we're reminded that the ability to love is a gift from God. And it's one of the very best parts of humanity.
It's a big train.
And it's a time for all of us to pause and look back and smile at all the moments that brought you here, and a time to look ahead at all the moments still to come. I'm here, in fact, we're all here because we want these moments for you. We're here to hope with you and pray with you and support you and remind you that love isn't happily ever after like you see in the movies. Love is the experience of writing your own story together. It's not one moment, it's not even this moment today, but it's every moment. It's big ones like saying I love you for the first time, or first kisses, or getting engaged, or saying I do, or moving into your first home together. But mostly it's a million little moments that come in between those big moments, like falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, binge watching Friends, holding hands driving down the highway. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words always seem to fail us when we try to explain it. And that's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt and not described. But describing love is one of humanity's favorite pastimes. We use words and we write stories and poems and songs about love, and even though we describe love in different ways, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here today. You're here today because you're making a choice. Both of you are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think and makes you smile and makes every day a little brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of one another, to stand up for one another, and to find happiness in each other. And there's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there for one another. You're teaming up and saying to the other, I want you to be a part of every bit of my life. In his letter to the Corinthians, Paul writes it this way. He says, love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it's not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own rough way, it's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, and believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things, and it never ends. And so may the promises you make to one another be lived out to the ends of your lives. By the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia, it's my pleasure to pronounce you man of life. Joel, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor for the very first time to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Joel and Kellen Wilkinson.